Hello and welcome to another discussion about the PK theory. Today we're going to be talking about pattern noticing, and Susan Perry and Thomas Kieran, in their article titled Growth in Mathematical Understanding, How Can We Characterize It and How Can We Represent It? Well, in this article they suggest that pattern noticing is to manipulate or combine aspects of one's images to construct context specific to relevant properties. Using more of my own words, I think this can be defined as when students are able to take their basic understanding in the images they have in their head and to start to see patterns within the concept that they're learning about. So I'd like to share with you an example of this, and it involves putting fractions on a number line. You can see in the video image here that I have a number line on the top and then I have several fractions down below. And in this activity, I'm hoping that these students can visually see these fractions in their mind, and I prompt them to think about each of these fractions as a pizza in hopes that they will actually try and visualize each fraction, drawing on that image making earlier in the unit. So to start, I'll ask which of these fractions are exactly at 1/2, and I'm hoping that students will be able to quickly pick out 3/6 and 5/10, since our numerators are both half of our denominators there. And again, if they can visualize those fractions, they should be able to see that those are half pizzas. From there, I'm going to ask students which of these fractions represent a pizza that is almost complete, that somebody has only eaten maybe 1 or 2 pieces from, and so is closer to one whole pizza. Again, I'm prompting them to use the image in their head in hopes that they'll see that 7/8 and 6/7 are almost a complete pizza and therefore closer to 1 on this number line. Are we going to have to find some common denominators to figure out which one 7/8 or 6/7 is actually closer to 1? Absolutely, but for now we're just trying to understand which of these fractions would be closer on the number line to 1. And then from here, I only have 2/7 and 3/10. So I asked my students why exactly those two fractions would be closer to 0 than 1. And of course, I'm hoping that they're going to refer back to that pizza, that image in their mind, where they can say that 2/7 of a pizza means that most of that pizza is gone, as well as a pizza that's been cut into 10 pieces and there's only 3 pieces remaining. So in the end, I'm hoping that students recognize the pattern that when your numerator is half of your denominator, it is halfway between 0 and 1. And when your numerator is greater than half of the denominator, then it's going to be between half and 1. And of course, when your numerator is less than half of your denominator, it's going to fall between 0 and 1/2 on the number line. Anyway, that's my example of pattern noticing in my classroom. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to your feedback.